Саня, 5 секунд до старту.
Тільки не швиди. Підлети, подивися. Далі, 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 далі. Ярик, запись, Ярик, запись.
On the front in Ukraine, there are places you can only enter once.
Вот он рэп. Прям только что уебал.
KillZone, a stretch of ground where every yard is in the crosshairs and every move is visible from above. Sometimes the enemy is lured into this zone on purpose. The path ahead made to look carelessly left open. Surviving even one day here is pure luck. Here's what one day looked like in a kill zone near Pokrovsk.
Что это означает?
Это означает, палец вверх, это означает, что у нас небо чистое.
The day starts with several Russian vehicles moving toward Ukrainian positions between two mining settlements. Just gathering multiple vehicles near the front line is already a small special operation. Here, not only the battlefield, but the rear is transparent to prying eyes. Still, the Russian forward group slowly closes in on an intersection. They don't know yet that this stretch of road has been marked on Ukrainian maps for a long time as KillZone. Ukrainian troops have shaped this ground so that anyone who enters it will be caught in crossfire and torn apart by concentrated firepower. Sometimes it's mines dropped directly onto the road by drones. Or sleeping drones waiting in roadside grass. It could be a pre-registered killing area for machine gunners or artillery. But this time, the Russians are met by drones, the first to take to the sky. Ukrainian operators watch, count targets. It's routine work, done every day. Seconds later, the first Ukrainian FPVs appear over the kill zone, carrying explosives. They dive fast, relentless, death from above. Hit after hit. No artillery this time, only birds at work. The eye of God is now open. Black smoke rises skyward. Those columns of smoke have become part of the local landscape. Russian assault troops bail out of their vehicles, scattering in all directions. They try to run, but even their shadows betray them. Some hide behind trees, but branches don't stop drones. Others jump into pits, but the blast wave finds them there too. They hug the ground, but the drone descends so low you can hear the buzz of its rotors. And then, boom, They crawl into culverts, ruined buildings, even outhouse pits hoping to disappear. But where can you run when you're being watched from above? The eye of God sees everything. It doesn't blink. It doesn't tire. It doesn't get distracted by mercy.
Да, так буде заєбісь, тільки не швиди. Підлети, подивися. Далі, 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 далі. Ярик, запись, Ярик, запись. Да, попал, заебись.
Anyone in its gaze is already dead. They just haven't realized it yet. If you feel a flash of pity watching this, good. It means you're still human. But for Ukrainians, pity is a luxury they can't afford here. In the kill zone, it's about survival. Defending their homes, their land, their families. Within minutes, the explosions fade. The smoke thins, and silence settles. The burned-out carcasses of vehicles smolder. The Russians count their losses. The Ukrainians count their kills. It feels like enough for one day, but no. The sun is still high. The day goes on. So hunt on Russian continues. Too many people in the world still think war is some romantic adventure or a computer game. Your like will help YouTube put this in front of them. Let them see that real war is a terrifying thing. The metal of the burned-out vehicles hasn't even cooled, and the Russians are already preparing for a second attempt. Orders are orders. Their commanders shout and threaten over the radio. These threats are worse than the fear of death. Because when your bank card is in the commander's pocket, nothing is more terrifying than seeing missing in action next to your name on the roster. Some run between the bikes, checking if the engines are working. Some hide their fear behind the visor of a helmet. Some whisper prayers. Some try to act tough. And some are climbing onto a motorcycle for the first time in their life. But an order is an order. Hands grip the handlebars so tightly that knuckles turn white. The motorcycles speed forward, weaving side to side. In the 21st century, it looks like a cavalry charge. A heroic maneuver. That's how Russian commanders sell it to their troops. But those roaring engines, the faster they go, the louder they get, can be heard by more than just their own. The deadly intersection is now behind them. But have they truly cleared the kill zone? The Russians' goal: punch through the kill zone quickly, close in on Ukrainian positions, and use superior numbers to overrun them. For a moment, speed seems like salvation. The column splits into several groups, charging forward like zebras in the savannah. But all of them end up in open ground. Here, 5-inch killers are already waiting. Somewhere above the engine roar is another sound, the faint whine of small propellers, carrying an attached VOG or grenade. The kill zone is much wider than they thought that morning. The bikers push slightly farther than the armored vehicles managed earlier, but only slightly. The drones keep up with the riders. 1, 2. 3. A standard FPV can hit speeds of 60 to 90 miles per hour, and some models can go over 125 miles per hour. The motorcycle has little chance of outrunning them. Only a chance to dodge. Some riders drop right from the seat. Some abandon their bikes and sprint into the trees, into a tree line, anywhere they might disappear. But once the eye of God is on them, the game is over, and there are enough drones for everyone. Finally, the roar of motorcycle engines fades away completely. Only the buzz of drones remains, watching, counting. The Russian dash seems broken. But the order is the order. The commander shouts into the radio to keep moving, on foot. Of the 24 guys on motorcycles, only 2 of us made it, me and my comrade. They told us to go forward. I said, "There's just 2 of us. We should wait for the others." But they said, "Just get there. Secure the position and that's it." Ending up in captivity after this meat grinder might be the best outcome, but most stormtroopers face another fate, because refusing to advance can mean being shot by your own or even by your own side's drone, whether you're wounded or not. They walk on, step by step, into the sunset, across shattered fields and ruined villages. But that familiar, ominous buzzing overhead means they still haven't cleared the kill zone. Does it even have an end? At night, on the edge of a village, a new assault group forms. At the opposite edge of the kill zone, in a Ukrainian dugout, the next batch of FPVs is being armed. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, in a Chinese factory, the next batch of motorcycles is ready. In an Indian port, another tanker of Russian oil is being unloaded. At a Russian army recruitment point, the next man is signing his contract. Somewhere in one of these places is the off switch for the kill zone. Write in the comments, where do you think it is? Or share your own answer. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And now, a bonus video for the most patient viewers.